Good evening all. I hope this video stream finds you well. So my sincere apologies the last few weeks for being so quiet and not really doing much. Main reason being is just life getting in the way basically, guys, and yeah, I can only apologise. But things are moving in a better direction now. Just got back from work, sat down, a little bit of a chill, and I thought might as well do an update and see what building we can kind of just tweak, play with, add, finish kind of thing on this restaurant. I know this is the 4th episode of this restaurant now, but it's finally getting there. So I've put some vines in just to give it a little bit more. I've tried putting them up the middle here, but the problem is you have to have them so small that it just becomes like a green patch and it doesn't quite look right. So towards the back I've just kind of like made them a little bit taller just to kind of cover up that. You're probably not going to see that by the time we're finished with it. Other updates, you'll see the little fairy lights are in. I love this little sign, how this has come out. There's 2-3 lights there, I think. I've had to put lights inside to light this up properly at night time. And I thought that lamp just works quite well, to be fair, to kind of wake that up a little bit. Hey guys, hey Tomo, hey Jeremy, hey Loudleaf Gaming, how are you? Thank you very much. What I've also done is, this was a pain in the backside, but I've made these look the best that I can with what we have available to us. Do let me know on the volumes, guys, because I've turned the microphone up a little bit because I noticed it was a little bit quiet on the last stream. So do let me know. And music levels, everything. But they kind of work quite well now. And I've done quite a bit of work to the lighting. Because the lighting in this game is absolutely terrible. So I can't light too much of the top up, and the reason being is it goes inside and it looks weird on the windows and everything. It's really strange. Apologies for the cough, guys. I'm going through a situation where I'm going to be honest with you, I got to quit smoking because I can't afford to do it, basically. So the only vice that I had in life, I got to stop. So I've worked out that vaping for the meantime is much more affordable, so that's kind of the way I'm going, and I'm hoping that I'll just get sick and tired of that, and then I'll just kind of like windle myself off it. So positive vibes on that for me, please, guys. Where were we? So yeah, so what I've had to do, believe it or not, is I've had to use 2 little lamps like these to do a certain colour, and reason being, darn it, is the actual lamp light literally only does the base of the lamp. So to kind of wake up the pathway a little bit, I've kind of just put another one in there facing down and one facing up. They are 2 different colours because the light bleed again. There is light bleed, you're going to see it, I'll show you in a minute. Hey Nick, how you doing, dude? Are you well? But just put the vines in again just around the back here just to give it a little bit of a creep. Like I say, I have tried to put them up the middle. Actually, we'll keep it in night mode. But the problem is, because you have to have them so small, they just look like green blobs. They don't look like vines by the time you've kind of worked your way up. And obviously I haven't done any lighting there yet. But replicated the lights here, and I just think as an overall vibe now, it's got that little pizzazz about it, you know. It's popping, which is good. The sign I've made as big as I want it to be. Again, I've put a little light in the top of this tree just to light it up. So that's all good. And then we get to the interior now. It's still not finished, but it's nearly there. Yeah, Nick, loving the new logo, dude. The only thing I don't know if you're seeing is there's a graphical glitch. You see on the windows just here? And it seems to be at the distance where it changes the depth of everything. Now, what's really strange is these walls are actually big bits of plaster. They're not small bits. But you can just see the big square blocks, and it's weird. It's doing it through everything. It's really strange. I've seen a lot of other people have this issue as well, so I can only hope that they sort that out soon, if anyone knows. I have borrowed these little wine racks. I thought they looked quite good. I've put a few bottles on top here. I can't remember who they were from, so I will come back to the description at a later date and put they were in. I can't actually, hold on, can we have a quick look? Scenery, blueprints, wine. Can we see who they were from? Frontier Workshop. Have a quick look, just to thank him. Hey Heather, how you doing? Sorry I didn't get back to you. Hope did Darren updated you. We have a smile on for this. Wow, the workshop's bad. Like, really bad. What's going on? Please don't tell me this has now crashed the game. I can't. Oh. Okay, browse. Search by name. Wine. Where are they? There they are. By CKM Car Design. It's done quite a few things actually. Quite a lot. I've downloaded, where is it? The awning here. He's done a big awning, but I'm going to have a little play with it myself and just see how I can rework it. But look at these yachts and everything. How cool are they? Container ship. I don't know why you'd want a container ship, but you got a container ship. Little raft boats. They're quite cool. Burger Kings, Ikeas, all sorts. Even done lifts, like working lifts, which is quite interesting. I haven't downloaded those. But no, quite a creative. What did I do here? Elevator. Yeah, I was just seeing how he'd done it. Hey Chris, how you doing? Thank you, Loudleaf. Appreciate it. But no, have a look at CKM Car Design. Here, just type in wine, and it'll bring up the fridges, and you'll be able to have a look through it. He's quite genius when it comes to little things, which I quite like. And this just kind of works. And I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. And then we've just done the same upstairs, basically. For the eagle-eyed viewers, you'll see I have started detailing things a little bit more. In the back here, we now have the extractor hood, which is a sci-fi window, I think, roof window, like skylight window. And I've just put a bit of mesh in there. Used the back of some doors, and then just stuck a little sci-fi thing just for the lights to make it look like you got a switch. And I've just replicated that upstairs and downstairs, so that's all done. Get rid of the light and go back downstairs. So I know Nick, you loved this. I think it's quite cool actually. It works really, really well with the starfield. And the lighting, I've just nailed it, because there's no light on the stars, which is good. It's kind of the vibe I was going for. And you'll see it's all toadstools and stuff, and bits and bobs. What I am going to try and do and come back with on these is, once I have an idea for what everybody's lands are going to be like, the vibe, I might come back and just put like one of each that in reference to that land. And I know obviously the mushrooms could be funky, psychedelic, pirate, but that really does look quite good, by the way, guys. He's made a very interesting start on that. Oh look, we've got a set of sunglasses. Did I put them there? I may have put them there actually. Haven't done the toilets or anything yet. That was kind of what I was thinking of doing today, just kind of like tidying up, finishing off these bits, making these bits all legit. And you see what I mean by those graphics? You guys can see that, right? It just seems to be that for some reason it doesn't do it. I know it does do it this way. So I wonder what that is then. I know it's not my graphics card, because the graphics card's fine. But upstairs hasn't really changed a huge amount. But when I know it's going to get really dark for you guys now, but there's not much light bleed, but you can see a little bit coming up from downstairs. But the problem is I can't make that light any darker, otherwise you don't get any light spread here. So I've had to make them the same. But I just think it looks so good. You know, you've got people actually using it, which is pretty cool. Unlike Lazy River. You know, and it's just starting to pop. Hey, boy, how you doing, dude? See, look, now though it doesn't do it. It's really strange. Really, really strange. And it only started doing it once. I mean, because this, believe it or not, this one piece building here is coming on 8,000 pieces, I think. I've really, some would say push the boat out a little bit too much, maybe. Just a little bit. Where are we? 7,967 pieces. You gotta laugh. What's the point? See, I may have gone a bit over the top with that one, but I think it works. It looks really nice, and it's still not finished, so there's still a load of bits to add to it. So where was I? So let's just change it back to daytime. So yeah, that's, I think from an exterior perspective, that's pretty much done now. I don't really think you can add much more to it, to be perfectly honest with you. But from an interior, I've got to make these look a little bit less bland, you know. Tidy it up a little bit. I've got to finish off the lift, the makeshift look lift. And I don't know, I think upstairs I might have to just do a little bit more of the kiddie area. Maybe take it around the corner here or something. I don't know, it just doesn't feel, it feels very bare up here compared to downstairs, so we'll see. Little bit of an update out the front here. Done the center circles, as you can see, the first two. Haven't done the ones behind yet, but they're the best they're going to be. Haven't added any height to these because I can't figure out what I'd want to use to make extra height, and the problem is I can't really incorporate it. Whatever I do on these, I kind of got to obviously replicate it on here. And obviously with the monorail going through, that'll be a bit of a pain. So we'll see where we get with that. But this is looking quite half decent at night time now as well. Tons of little lights here doing that arch. And I've just kind of put one going around the edge of the building, around the back. That's quite cool as well, to be fair. But obviously once we get other lighting and stuff like that, these awnings as well are bespoke. They have been done recently. So they are just one piece of the roof line, just etched out a little bit. And then I've just replicated the line that goes around the building around these. And they just kind of got that formalized look. So I'm just going to duplicate these over to here, which we'll probably do now actually. And I must admit, I'm very much looking forward to the what you call it, update. The being able to rotate your gridded pieces. How many times, if I had £1 for every single time I said that on Planko 1 over the over the years, I'd be quite a rich man, I think. Ah, that hasn't copied the thing of the line caller. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and the reason being is because these little circle thingies, I can now put them on their side, and I can use that as intended, because all I was going to do was build a round archway and go left or right or whatever we're going to have behind here. But that now gives me the ability to have a perfect half circle without having to put 100,000 pieces into it. So that's going to be very useful for saving pieces, especially for interiors, roof linings and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully over the next few streams we might start looking into designing a bespoke, how can I put it, generalized look of a walkway and a portal. And then once I get more of an idea of what the guys are doing, I can then obviously incorporate their design into that portal. What I mean by that is I know what they're doing, but what I mean is by the look. So if you guys want to DM me any pictures that you got of your theming, so that I can, you know, start making some headway on that over the next few weeks, we can then get those designed. And then we can start building that up and building round and start putting in things like another restaurant here or something, and you know, shop areas, refreshment areas, whatever, toilets, you name it, and then just start building up that area. I have had a thought for a ride that I would like to incorporate, but it's going against everything that I said. So not for this, but I'm going to do something quite special with the Flying Theatre. I can't wait for that. That's going to be good. I just hope you can upload 4K videos to it to play on the TVs, that's all. But this is going to be huge. I don't think the guys realised how much room they actually have. You know, the objective was not to fill the whole space. It was just to give you an allotted area to build as far as you wanted to, and these, you know, they can be moved, but obviously the other person would need to know. But what I mean by it is that you don't, that can just come up here and through, and you know, you can have a little bit of a Y kind of look, and then you can kind of build around there however you want to do it. You do a big circle, you do whatever you want. So complete free will, just within height limitations, and that was it really. Sweet. Is the pack available? Yes, I thought it weren't available till the 16th. Oh, for one of the screens. I get you. Evening, Dan. Hope you well, dude. So what I'm going to do... No, I'm going to keep it a secret, but I'm going to build a blueprint, and I'm actually going to use videos and music for... it's going to be a bit of a homage to what I've built over the years, basically. So I'm going to go back into the old parks, do a load of videos, kind of like have it flying through and maybe flashing into a drop-off Big Bluey from Thunderland Amusement Park, you know. Who knows? But something along those lines I thought would be really, really cool to do. My initial thought was to put it in here. But I'm going against everything that obviously I said we can't do. So I just thought it'd be a cool thing to have in here, if you know what I mean. As like a reason to why this park has come apparent and what is happening with it, basically. So, you know, if it wasn't for all that, none of this would be happening. I'm going to have to fight you lot for Hagrid's coaster. Well, we need to get together one night after it's out, don't we, and just have a chat about it, who's using what and so forth, you know. Potentially you could use... I mean, I don't know. I haven't done any of the coasters yet, so I don't know how it all works properly. But, you know, you could both use the Ultimax, but use different carriages or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We need to have a chat about it all, really. Would it be possible for a blueprint of the unthemed version of the area entrance portal? What, the generalised one, Dan? Before I start theming it, so that you can work up to it, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I was going to do all that afterwards for you guys, basically, so you didn't have to worry about it. That was why none of you guys had to worry about that. That was why you build up to there, basically, and then I'll deal with the rest. You know, you could still rock the archway or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've seen a video today of it where they have uploaded like a coaster POV, and the picture's quite stretched. So I don't know if they've done the screen as like a ultra wide screen, if you know what I mean. So you may have to somehow change the aspect ratio to suit. Because it did look quite stretched once you looked probably... If you imagine the middle of the screen was a square, that was perfect, but the right and the left hand side was just kind of like... how would I put it? You know, where you get motion blur, and you just get that blurred image, stretched, blurred image kind of look. But yeah, so we'll figure that one out at a later date. But yeah, so I've done a little bit of experimentation with this. There's far too many pieces already. 144, 44, 30, 90, 104. Yeah, it keeps going up. But anyway, it's going to look good. The only thing is, I'm holding out because... is it? I've never noticed it, not from the perspective of looking at it. Or is it because you're always focused on the centre of the screen no matter where you sit on them? I mean, soaring, I've never noticed it. But Dan, I mean, it's proper stretched. Like a bush just looks like a green blur. I mean, I don't recall soaring being like that. Maybe I've been spoiled with the soaring version, I don't know, but it looks pretty clear to me. I don't know. But the reason why I was holding out on this really was because of roofs and stuff like that, because I think we're getting the tiled roofs with the sorcery pack, so I'm just going to hold out on that a little bit, because that looks lovely, where that style of wood looks terrible personally. But yeah, the windows I'm still a little bit unsure of, because it looks like a bit of a jail. I think. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Make it your own no-cat list. Ooh. Where was I? So yeah, what else have we done? Nothing else really. Oh, I've adjusted the monorail station to not go into the car park. So that makes life a little bit easier when it comes to doing things now. So I'll patch that up whilst we're here. Get that all done. What is this? That's that done. Okay. So that's good. That's all sorted. This side I've already done. Why is that one bigger than the others? What is going on here? Good. Is that sorted? Okay. So now we need... two of those. Thank you. Sorts that out. done. I do not know why I got a massive opening there though. Need to close that up really, don't we? Close it up, but just close it so it's just a walkway. Okay. Tidy. Maybe we'll just end up building a car park today, guys. Sound with some chat here, sorry. Probably need some shutters and curtains. Yeah, maybe have. I'm not too sure about that building. I got a. I think it's gonna be one of those where I'll be messing around one evening with it off stream, and it will just fall into place like it always does. Yeah, the thing is do I go to the extent of all the lines and stuff? I mean, it's gonna be, it's gonna be very, very long-winded. So I don't know, because I've only made one entrance and exit, if you know what I mean. and you got to go up and down that. So I really need to re-engineer how I've done this. Basically, I think what I need to do is move this over another 4 meters so that I can get 2 lanes. As I didn't think that through very well, I don't think. Actually, where are the buggies? Yes, it is. It's just not. It's not going to be wide enough. So we'll have to come back to that, I think. At some point. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Little bits. Let's get in there, guys. Let's get in there. I quite like these. That's kind of them finished. I put the flat plank along the top there just to kind of carry the pink through. I didn't know if it was worth... Is this too big? What's Icy saying? Oh, sorry, Discord chat, guys. My apologies. What I was thinking of doing there for some reason, I don't know why, but it just I was trying to like carry the other lines, the colours through, but I think I can do it. No, maybe I can. I'll figure it out another day. Where were we? So. It's alright. So we've got that. Yeah. Yeah, so I just got to build a station building for that now, basically. And I've got to get those more centralised. That one's out. More central, not centralised. What am I saying? So yeah, that's I've only put this in to draw people through so that they use the restaurants and the shops, just to kind of get an idea of where they're going, what they're using and so forth. But I've finished the roof now, apart from the back. I've got to tidy that up a little bit. But just put these air conditioning units in. I overkilled this as well. On and off switches. Brackets to hold the air conditioning units in, pipework, all individual. So you've got two lines of pipework here. You've got an in and an out. So there's two different, you obviously the cold air, cold fluid, and hot fluid, whatever. Electrical lines going in and out and everything. I think that looks really cool, but it's not there. It's not seen. But just to let you guys know, if you use these air conditioning units too close to a certain area, you can hear them. So the reason why they are pretty much flush with the roof is because when you're sitting down in the upstairs bit, you don't hear them now, but when I had it originally done, I'd sunk them down. Excuse me. And you can actually hear it humming away, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to tidy up the rear that much, to be honest with you, because you're not going to see any of that anyway. Plus it's piece count again, isn't it? So I've got to figure it all out, but we'll get there with it. But yeah, I'm loving these entrances now. I think they just come out really, really well. It's just got that vibe that I wanted to have. It's like the bows, just little bows. They just look nice. Just adds something to it. Very Disney-esque, in my opinion. But no, looking good. So yes, where were we? So I'm just going to wait for the roof line on this one, basically. So I'm going to wait for the tiled roof in the sorcery pack, and then I'm hoping they give us a few more building materials, and I can kind of then start to work this rounded a little bit more like this as it comes around here. Again, a slightly different style of building, but it will just have to be curved round. So whether I do it very similar to this, just with different windows, I don't know. We'll see. But they're all going to be very similar in their design, if you know what I mean. Like this whole kind of trellis work, the uprights, the wood and stuff like that. So this is all going to have that as well, just slightly different. And it'll be the same with here. And I think once we get the corner of that building in, we've then pretty much got the same area here and here to work with as a viewpoint. So it's going to send the view straight down, and then whatever I decide to build here as a centerpiece. Yeah. I guess what we could do is do these other two pools as well, lakes. So, Christ, it's going to be tough. And I know you're probably all thinking, why am I not doing it in a 4 meter piece? Well, this gives you a better circle, ultimately. So, it will look better, but yes, it will be more pieces. But it is what it is. So, it's going to be difficult, this. Very difficult. Oh, I wish I still had my old mouse. Let's see if changing the... That works, okay. Just can't move my mouse. Just changed my DPI, but I can't. That's how quick my mouse is now. Oh no, they're not. They're not lined up. You need to go to the middle one first. Change the DPI. Must be a better way of doing this. That's not even... It's done. Okay. So, let's... No, what are you doing? That one and that one, get rid of that, grab that, grab that. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, but it's brickwork. It's not plaster. So I need to have the same look throughout the whole park. It's that generic look that I'm going with. The colours may change. They may change. I don't know. But that's kind of why I'm not recolouring. And also, the finish looks a bit better than this brickwork. So... yeah. Yeah. The joins ain't too bad. Some are alright, some are slightly over, but it's not noticeable. Right, now the problem is I can't duplicate. Oh, can I just actually? Un momento. Just a momento. Unbelievable. The only thing is that's made that. No, it's alright actually, I think. Okay. Right, what do I want to do? I want to grab that, I want to grab that, I want to get rid of that, I want to get rid of... It's going to be difficult. Paths. Balls and extras, pools, rides. Do this again. Total on this out, guys. Ugh. gonna take a while. A few hundred pieces later. Do not tell me there's a gap between... What's going... $576 pieces. Whoops. A lot more pleasant to look at now. Right, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do in the middle here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do like a castle or something. And that's kind of the viewpoint I'm looking to do. So that should cover up. We have it come up like that. Kind of cover up Marvy's a little bit. With a big tree line behind it. Sorry Heather, daft question, but can you recolor the perimeter that's already there? Oh, sorry, yeah, no, I missed that. We spoke about that, didn't we? Yeah, there we go. It's a lot of pieces, but it's worth it in the end. Car parts looking better. So, yeah, a little bit of a build this evening, guys. Wish I had more pieces like I could have done in Thunderland Adventure Valley, you know, like the ironwork and stuff. I just don't seem to have that style of piece, you know. We've got Aquatica, obviously, but you know, like the rounded bits, the bits where I stuck the fairy lights inside. Those bits. I think they were from the World's Fair pack or Vintage pack. I can't remember now. Just to do something different, you know, because I could have had like a complete curved kind of, like I did with the entrance at Funland, but going the opposite way and have a small one, a large one, and a small one awning coming out from it. It would look quite cool. Know about it, dude. This one just feels a little bit generic, would I say? Because I've taken out all the iron uprights that I had in the corners holding up the awning, and I've put this kind of like, you know, what I've done in the water park, the other Planko 2 build, and I've kind of put them in as upstands, which I think work quite well. So it has that Funland Great Adventure vibe as well, with the windows that's circular. You get to see in. I guess actually once we get the flower beds in, once I get a berm in, once I get the trees in, and behind and between, that'll block out the view. We'll then have a more cohesive look to it. Yeah. And then we'll get flagpoles, bits and bobs, we'll do all that. Yeah, that's alright, we'll stick with that. I like it from this angle. It's quite cool. Yeah. There we go, guys. I'm pretty much done. I wasn't going to be on for too long this evening. I am off work tomorrow, so I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow, and we'll see what can be done, whether it's in this or in Planko 1. Maybe do a little bit more steampunk, or you know, I don't want to do too much in here until we get the pack, basically, because I want to see what little bits I can use. So I don't want to do too much. So that's kind of why I was carrying on with what we've already got. So that's now a little bit more detailed. We have a second floor barrier, which is good. We just got to finish that off eventually. So yeah, guys, if anyone's watching these building, Heather, Nick, Dan, good luck with your builds, guys, honestly. And have fun building them. The reason why I haven't been streaming much recently is because, I'm going to be honest with you, the mental strain of what's been going on in the background has been very draining. But at the same time, dare I say it, I haven't really been enjoying this particular game. I was watching the stream back of that I did as a steampunk in Funland Great Adventure, and I was just watching myself build, and I was thinking I was enjoying it. I was just enjoying it because I know the game inside out. You know, this is an all new game. Yes, it's very similar. Yes, it's got the same pieces. Yes, it's got this. Yes, it's got that. But, you know, I've been able to progress my own builds because of the bugs that are in it. The issues that we've had with the NVIDIA updates. Obviously, it's not Planko. That was me. But we got there in the end. It just hasn't lit my fire like Planko 1 did, should we say. I hope, though, you're enjoying the build. I know the water part looks pretty amazing. That's coming on quite somewhat. And it will get there eventually. I'm just bored of 8 months of placing tropical plants and rocks, guys. And trying to get the peeps to use the lazy river. So I'm just, apologies that it hasn't really been infused. Like, I haven't been infused to actually do much in this particular game. It is a struggle. Trying to keep on top of life and this at the same time right now. I am off all next week, by the way, from Monday through to Sunday. So once I finish work on Sunday, that's me done for 7 days. And I'm going to try and better myself over those 7 days work-wise. So we'll see what happens. And I hope to be live a lot more during those. But I hope you understand, guys. You know you can see it when I'm playing Planko 1. The old RyRy is still there. The creative guy is still there. But it's just in this, I'm just struggling. Because like this evening when we started the stream, you can even see it there on the windows to the restaurant. They're flickering. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? And that's what's very demoralizing about the game, guys. So I do apologize. But to all the new subscribers, thank you very much for joining the channel, guys. It is appreciated. If anyone wants to buy me a coffee right now, you're more than welcome. Link is in the description, guys, via PayPal. It'll be very much appreciated. If you want to be a member to the channel, you're also more than welcome. There's plenty of levels to select if you wish to. Thank you to all the current members that are still sticking with the channel. I know it's been a long time coming, but I do apologise. But I hope to be back tomorrow. I am in a better frame of mind right now, so fingers crossed. But no, guys, if you just want to support the channel more than anything, just smash that like and hit that sub. There'll be plenty more to come in the future. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for sticking with the channel. And much love to you all, guys. It really, really is appreciated that you're still sticking around. Catch you all soon. Hopefully tomorrow, if not 100% Monday onwards for pretty much the week, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy your Friday night. Tom, don't drink too much. And guys, take care. I'll see you all very, very soon. Happy coastering all. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.